Okay, there we go. I was like, why wasn't the audio picking up? There we go. What is up, chat? Yeah, very, very early Chainsaw Man stream today. Very early. I was deciding and debating with myself whether or not I want to do Chainsaw Man now, and then I want to do some other recordings later, or if I want to record some stuff now and then I do Chainsaw Man later. Ultimately, I decided, yeah, you know what? It's only a single chapter of Chainsaw Man. Might as well get it out of the way first, so I could have the rest of the day to do whatever I want. I had some plans today. I have some plans to record a show. That's all I'll say. And no chapter by next week. Yes. Next week we will have a break. The next chapter will be on the 28th of March. Should have done Rent a Girlfriend first. But, hey, you don't know what I'm gonna do next. But yeah. Let me get the chapter up first. Whoa. Okay. Okay. That's the start of the chapter. Okay. I half hope you're joking, but the other half wants it to happen for the laughs. I mean, April is right around the corner. I mean, April 1st. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, this chapter just went straight into it. Horror. Okay, hang on. Boom. Pardon my French. Did I pronounce that right? General Hall baguette croissants include cold preparations such as salad, cold meat, and fish. It's an appetizer or starter in a small dish served before a meal in European cuisine. Ah, I see. So very keeping in line with Fami's theme of being the famine devil. All right. Okay. I guess I'll just jump straight into it. Chainsaw Man, chapter 120. Okay, I need to know how to pronounce it. Hang on. I need to know how to actually pronounce it. Hoch de voir. Hoch de Hoch de voir. Hoch de voir. Hoch de voir. I ain't cooking today, boys. Okay. Chapter 123. Alright, so Mystery Devil picks up the body of this poor half-naked lady, takes its head, attaches it to his body. Oh dear. Looks at hers. I'm getting cancelled today. Looks at her dicticle. I'm just gonna call it a dicticle. It's a common saying for maybe for you guys, but I I ain't no European shit. Yeah. I pardon my Southeast Asian heritage. We don't know what these colonizers words. Being quite indecent, she says. Points up. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. She kinda bad, though. You see those proportions? We are missing a head, so there's some points being detracted, but Jesus Christ, those titties, bro. Like how? What the fuck? Like how bent it is, and how like how flat it is at the top, and just that is a triangle. That is a triangle, man. That is a triangle. I'll be your chef tonight. Falling Devil is my name. There we go. I'm visiting at the request of the residents of Hell. A word of warning: those who don't finish their food will taste death. Asa, snap out of it. That devil's power is causing your negative feelings. Wait, what? Now then, allow me to begin cooking. Let her cook. Of the two of us, only you can create strong weapons. Are you listening? For the first cause, it will be my pleasure to feed you my hors d'oeuvre, la rue de Vonla. Pardon my French. I see. We're getting this kind of chapter. Okay, let me zoom in some of these books. Can't speak Japanese, so I don't know what all of these books are referencing, if they are references of. The only thing that I can find is that this is like a butterfly. That's pretty much it. The cat? Yep. Asa, can we talk? What is it, ma'am? It's about your cat. Why don't we have my friend who likes cats? Take him. Huh? One of the other kids is allergic. This is unhealthy for you too. You depend on that cat's companionship instead of interacting with other people. I don't wanna. All the orphans here. Devils killed their parents. Mine too. My mom was killed by that recent typhoon devil. Tying back to Dad. But you know, they can still laugh and play outside because they became a family here. Your cat's the only cat here. Don't you think he'd be happier living at my friend's house with other cats? Crambon. Crambon? Crambon or Crambon? His name's Crambon. Make him happy. Little smile. Asa, are you asleep? What? Where's your cat? Why? Because when we went to the river to play today, there was a cat like yours at the I don't care who she is, that bitch deserves to die. Hey, you two, it's lights out. Go to sleep. Ma'am, Crambon. Crambon's okay. Right? Everyone here lost their family. You can't be the only one with a family member. Isn't that unfair? Quite a lovely memory. Or nightmare. Or hallucination. Or whatever you want to call it. The fuck? What the fuck is going on? Wait, what with you? Okay. Okay. Interesting. The falling devil's ability is to make you fall, literally fall from Earth. That is quite the ability. The ruler. Yep. Yep. They're not flying. They're not floating. They're falling. Like literally falling from the earth. The lower the heart sinks, the higher the body falls. That's the concept of this dish. May the flavor of past traumas delight your taste buds. Off to hell you go. And that's the end of the chapter. Asa, I can't enter your body, don't be afraid. Give me more! Give me more! More! Okay, so Falling Devil, or okay. Highlight of this chapter is definitely the flashback. There's some truths in the flashback, but there's also definitely like some warped out, things in this, right? Like her saying like everyone here lost their family, you can't be the only one with a family member. Isn't that unfair? That's just like nightmare being, being inserted, right? That's like a hyperbolic, way to say it. Even if she is the one at fault, I don't think she would actually say it. Like that's kind of it's kind of evil. But yeah, it's the trauma, right? It's the trauma kicking in, not necessarily what it actually is. It's again, it's like it's a super intensified memory of the past is what it is. F- Falling Devil, though. More like. I'm trying to think of a joke. More like. I got nothing. I've definitely fallen for her. That's for sure, huh? That was terrible. I haven't watched The Menu yet, but I know it's a good film and there's a lot of crazy stuff in it. I don't know if Fujimoto would be inspired by The Menu per se, considering he probably planned this out like months ahead, story wise. I would say like conceptually, but who knows? Like the menu is like a very recent film. I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case though. But I'm just saying, like it being a very recent film and Fujimoto probably took like this chapter and this story probably took like months in advance for him to to lay out and and conceptualize before actually drawing them. I don't know. Maybe not. If it is, that's cool. Don't know if you also great that Fujimoto brought back the fact that Yoru can't take over Asa when she's scared. Yep. Obviously, 100%. Yes. Waitress X weightless. I'm just curious to see like how. I'm just trying to wrap my head around Fujimoto's like thought behind designing the Falling Devil, because like you would not imagine the Falling Devil be wearing that chef clothing. You know what I mean? Like you would not imagine the Falling Devil to be a chef. But hey, more waifus to his collection, I suppose. And I do again love the fact that um, people are seen flying or floating, but in reality, if you flip it around, they are definitely like falling because that's just how gravity works. Like if you were to fall from the world, you would technically be floating away from the world, right? So I kind of like that concept, right? Of like how do you make the falling devil's ability look? You flip it around. They are floating, even though in reality they're actually like falling. It's just we're being like we're able to stay here because of gravity, because of the force that the earth is like pulling us, right? I do love the literal pitch black nature of the sky. Whether if it is an artistic choice or if it is just black during this moment as well. But I do love the fact that they are falling to darkness, right? Falling into the abyss. All right, Denji, time to do your thing. Any minute now, Denji. Any minute now. Could use some help. So is it right to assume the falling devil is doing this to feed some devils in hell? I don't know. I mean, it is a possibility. Like, it's not explicitly said. The only thing that could correlate to that is her line here saying that I'm visiting at the request of the residents of hell. But let's say she is, then the residents of hell has to eat the food, because if they don't eat the food and they don't finish it, then they will taste death. Death will come to them. I don't know. It's a very... All in all, I have no idea what is going on in hell, but something's definitely cooking up there. She did say the flavor of the past trauma is to like your taste buds, right? So yeah, it's a definite possibility of that being the case. Yes. The feeding devils thing checks out with the prophecy, since it is the devil that will usher in the others. Yeah, I guess. Yes. I think the King of Terror is the Death Devil. What are you talking about? What King of Terror? I don't understand. Was that a line that I somehow forgot that was mentioned in Chainsaw Man? Because I don't remember any mention of a King of Terror. Wait, it was in the last chapter? Hang on. Was it when Fami was talking to Yoshida? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess I forgot about it. But I wouldn't necessarily say that it would infer death. But we can say that it is death because death is the final horseman. But if Fujimoto is going with how the Book of Revelations do it, then the Four Horsemen are just the beginning. The Four Horsemen would then be followed by the actual king of hell, and interpretations varied from Lucifer, Hades, and all that stuff. So it can still be death if the horsemen are the one and only major antagonists or villains of the story. But if there's more to them, or like I said, if we are actually using the Book of Revelations as a reference or as an example, then the horsemen are merely disciples or the bringers of the apocalypse before the actual apocalypse. Like they are the start of the apocalypse. But like I said, death is technically the last one of the Four Horsemen. So you can still, like I said again, like you can still refer to the King of Terror as either death, or if there is another being after death, then that would be the case, and that being, if we are again referencing the Book of Revelations, can have multiple different interpretations. It can either be Hades or Lucifer or any or Satan in general, like anything that is like in a similar level. Like there's other names for them, but it's like in that sort of realm. What grade do you give for Chainsaw Man Manga Part 2? Better than Part 1, because I'm enjoying it more than Part 1. What if there's a devil? That's okay, that's see, that's a bit too far out. I wouldn't I mean, I wouldn't say that it's not possible because anything is possible. I would just say that a devil would be kind of ridiculous. Like the very concept, like you said, if a devil exists, then if Poshita ate it, then and all devils all over the world would be erased, then yeah, it, why would there ever be a character that works like that? Because makes that would make it easier. See, when you say fear devil, it's again like I'm not ruling out the possibility. I mean, we literally have a tomato devil, and everything can be a devil. It's just it's it feels weird. Like the fear of fears. Like how does that work? You fear fear. That doesn't make any sense. Again, not saying that it is not a possibility. I'm just saying that logically it doesn't it doesn't make my brain go go around. it's I'm trying to wrap my head around it and I just can't find any logic behind it. Like you need to have like a really solid explanation as to why that would exist. I don't think we haven't. I don't think we have. I don't think we have seen a devil of emotions or feelings yet. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Unless I'm wrong. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember any. Exactly, Oranjo. The idea that devils can form through emotions is kind of getting um it becomes way more complex and almost illogical to a sense unless there's somehow a way to make it logical. But yeah, devils became stronger or weaker because of feelings and emotions, right? Because we fear it or because we love them. And yes, Fujimoto does tend to keep his devils very straightforward. Like primal fears, concepts, if you will, ideas. Those can be devils because we can have feelings toward it, right? It is something that we can have a how do I describe it? Like it's something that we can easily um My brain is just not working today. But yeah, ultimately, I don't think devils that forms from feelings could work, because ultimately it is feelings themselves that manifest a devil, right? Especially fear. So a fear of fears, like you can't describe it, right? Like, okay, you fear fear. Okay, why? Why do you fear fear? Why? Why do you fear the falling devil? You can easily explain why. But why do you fear fear? Can't really describe it, can you? I'm afraid of being afraid. Like what? That makes no sense. Yeah, of course you. That's the definition of afraid. You know what I mean? Like it. The the Pachita being Death Devil theory and all that stuff. I'm gonna be honest. I'm actually tired of it. Like I'm tired listening to it. Like the more I think about it, the more it starts to make no sense to me. But again, like it's not an impossibility, because it is a possibility. We can still have that be a thing. It's just I need more than people saying, "Oh, Pochita can do this, so that means this is the, that means he's the Death Devil, or whatever, or he has the power of the Death Devil." And I'm like, now you're overreaching it. Like that would go against almost every single plot point that we have established in part 1, especially with Pochita's like relationship with Makima, for example. Like that, it doesn't make sense. It makes no sense at all. Pochita's the retcon devil. I mean, the ability to erase devils from existence, like even that was kind of like just came out of nowhere, and we were like, whoa, wait a minute, like, oh, okay, Pochita's special, but like we weren't expecting him to be like that special, right? So again, like the possibility of it is still there. Like you can still form some connection to some dots or whatever, but like it's still very few, and it's not really concrete yet. Unless we have like more stronger evidence, then I could get behind it. But right now I'm just not in the position to get behind all of that idea. It's a cool idea, but you don't have enough to work around it. So I'm still on the fence about it. Yeah, I do want to see more of Hell. Like I've talked about this like multiple times on like different streams of Chainsaw Man Oranjo. Like the hierarchy of Hell, how the mythos of that universe works. What do they do there? Obviously, some of the things that we do know is that there was a great war between, like Chainsaw Man, between Pochita and like the Four Horsemen, right? And that's like the other thing that makes the Pochita equals Death Devil bonkers, because Makima literally said, like, oh, you fought the other Four Horsemen, and I'm like, okay, so if Pochita fought the other Four Horsemen, how can he be the Death Devil? You know what I mean? Like it just some theories just doesn't make sense to me. But I would be glad to be proven wrong by Fujimoto if he has like this 5 gigabrain idea and plan that could somehow make sense. Like I would love that. I would love for Fujimoto to, whoops, that's the That's the Elden Ring screen. But I would love if Fujimoto, you know, not just Fujimoto in general, but like any author. Like, I think one of the best stories, or the best feats that a writer can do is to make logic out of the illogical by, again, like making something work and make sense when on paper it would totally absolutely not make sense, because that would be like a me standing and clapping like, holy shit, I don't know how he did it, but he did it. Will there be a devil in Chainsaw Man? We just talked about this. It's the same. I mean, we it can there can be a fear, like we were talking about like fear devils, right? And how I think that would not work. But a devil would ultimately it wouldn't be called a devil, it would be just called the devil. And that goes back to what I was saying. If we take the Book of Revelations as a reference, when it comes to the Four Horsemen and the apocalypse itself, the devil appears after the Four Horsemen shows up on Earth. Like, the devil can, again, like, it can be Satan, it can be Lucifer, whatever name it can have across various different religions and cultures. But it can be possible. That I can totally see happening. But it wouldn't be called a devil. That would make no sense. Like, a fear of devils in general would amalgamate into the devil. And that could, once again, go back to like what we were talking about, the King of Terror that will appear on, during the apocalypse. It can be Death Devil herself, or if there is another devil after death, it would be the devil. Couldn't Denji just take out his heart and talk to Pochita and ask him how the hell is he so strong and can erase devils? Pochita cannot answer that because he is the exposition devil. Like, we're not supposed to talk to Pochita until there's a very important, like, plot point in Chainsaw Man. That's basically Pochita in a nutshell. Pochita is not gonna tell Denji anything until the plot tells him to. That's how it is. Yeah, I do wish we get, the devil origins in this part. I don't think we will. I think we will be probably exploring hell. Fingers crossed. But I do want to see, like, do I want to? It's okay. It's one of those situations where we are explaining the logic of the illogical. Like, sometimes there are some things that are better left unresolved, or not unresolved, but unknown. Like the mystery aspect behind it is what makes it interesting, and if you remove that mystery aspect, it can change drastically how you would view a certain work. If Denji eats the Death Devil, then will all living beings become immortal, or will they stop fearing death? Um, I don't think. I don't think it would work like that, or more specifically, I don't think Denji's abilities would work on. Because ultimately, if Denji if Denji eats if Denji ate the Death Devil, then the Death Devil will just reincarnate back on Hell and return back. I don't think devils that are attributed to like concepts, ideas, primal fears, and all that stuff could be forgotten by people because of their very nature. But if we're talking about like devils born through the actions of mankind, like the World War II devil or the nuclear devil, for example, then those things will disappear. At least that's how I see it, because that is a very that is a very plot breaking power that Denji has, right? The ability to or Pochita's power, in fact, right? The ability to eat something and then erase it out of existence, right? It is way too powerful if that is the case. So I would imagine like things like, again, like concepts, ideas, primal fears, those would not be affected by, you know, its erasure of from existence, and they would just, you know, be reborn again, reincarnate again. But like I said, World War II devil, the nuclear devil, and all of those other devils that was seemingly erased from existence, those are all devils that, you know, that are man-made. Those are devils that are born because of man's own creation. It is a physical object, right? It's something or an event that has happened. Sai, you're the second person to mention the menu this stream. I haven't watched the menu, but what I said earlier was, I don't know if Fujimoto was directly inspired or is referencing the menu, considering, you know, like mangas take a really long time to develop and to conceptualize, to storyboard, and all that stuff. So Fujimoto probably had this chapter months in advance in terms of like pre-production, storyboarding, and all that stuff, or just the fact, or just like the basic plot of it. And The Menu is a very recent film, so I don't know if it's just a mere coincidence or if he is straight up just referencing it. Like, I haven't seen the movie yet, but either way, it'll be cool if Fujimoto is kind of referencing it. But it's also cool if Fujimoto isn't actually referencing it, but it's just a mere coincidence. Okay, we've been live for 50 minutes. I have to do some other things. I have to record some other videos. So, very short stream compared to all of the other Chainsaw Man streams. We'll be back in the next 2 weeks because we don't have anything next week. Let Fujimoto cook. And yeah, see you all on the 28th of March. Have a good day, everyone. And leave a like. Didn't Pochita ate the 4 fates at the end of life besides death? Oh yeah, he did. Like the other possibilities beside death. Yeah, he did. Well, we don't know what it is anymore. It's a mystery. So who am I to say? Like, Fujimoto's not gonna say that. Fujimoto probably don't even know what it is. He just threw that line away and made it up. Like, it's just a line that makes it ooh. But yeah, he did. Such a broken power, man. There has to be some limitations. Anyways, see you all in the next 2 weeks. Take care. Have a nice day. Peace.